darn angry. Oh, in case you haven't seen our show before, I'm Joel Wesley. As a matter of fact, this is so important to you, I haven't even invited our usual guest star for today's show. Do you know that the air in this part of the country is ruining your complexion? Do you know that the air in this part of the country makes you look older? Yes, if you have lines or wrinkles in your face, if you have breakouts and large pores and blackheads and whiteheads, if you have a ruddy, sallow, muddy complexion, in other words, if your complexion makes you look older and stops you from being attractive, then you can blame it all on the air in this part of the country. You see, you might think fresh air is good for your complexion, but ladies, the thing we call fresh air just isn't fresh. If the air were really fresh, your silver would never tarnish, your windows would never get dirty, and you never have to dust your furniture. So the same thing that happens to your furniture happens to your face. 24 hours a day, dirt and dust particles settle on your face and rub against your skin. They scratch your skin. They etch small, tiny lines in your skin, and this causes wrinkles. So the longer you live in this part of the country, the older you'll look. And of course, when you try to wash this dirt and dust from your face, what you really do is force tiny particles of dirt, dust, and grime, makeup, and powder into the pores of your skin. And this invisible material clogs your pores and cuts off the circulation. This causes breakouts, blemishes, dark circles under the eyes, and enlarged pores around the nose. This is what doctors refer to as sebaceous problems. And because clogged, enlarged pores break down the tissues of your skin, not only does it cause an acne condition in teenagers, but in women over 25, it causes lines in the forehead, wrinkles in the cheeks, loose, sagging skin around the chin, and a dry, sallow complexion all over. So you see, the dirt in the air not only causes enlarged pores and breakouts, but these enlarged pores can actually make you look 10 years older than you really are. Now, don't just take my word for it. Don't even take the word of the doctors and skin specialists who release this information. The best proof is Mother Nature's own living proof, a small baby. In all my life, I have yet to see the baby who needed any makeup to improve her complexion. And do you know why a baby's skin is so smooth and delicate? Do you know why your skin isn't as smooth and flawless as a baby's? It's not just because you're older, believe me. The difference between your skin and a baby's skin is very simple. Study an infant's face carefully. You can't even see the pores in a baby's skin. Now, a baby has pores all right, but they're so small, it's impossible for large amounts of dirt to plug them up. Yet small, tiny pores is Mother Nature's secret to a baby's peaches and cream complexion. Remember this next time you see a glamorous woman with a perfect complexion. You won't be able to see the pores in her skin. In fact, for the most dramatic proof, look at the palm of your own hand. Now, your hands get dirtier than any other part of your body. Still, you never see marks or blemishes there. Why? Because the pores in the palm of your hand are almost invisible. And as any skin specialist will tell you, small, invisible pores mean a smoother, more beautiful skin. So if the pores in your face were invisible, you'd have the smoothest peaches and cream complexion imaginable. You'd never have blackheads. You'd never have whiteheads. In fact, if you could give yourself the same kind of skin Mother Nature gives the baby, you'd have no lines, no wrinkles, no dark circles, and no crow's feet. And you'd look 10 or 15 years younger than you really are. Well, what's the answer? Every day you see dozens of ads selling makeup, touch-ups, and cover-ups. Yes, every cosmetic company wants you to hide your skin and cover your complexion. Now, I have nothing against cosmetics. They're wonderful. But they can only do so much, because no makeup can really cover all the flaws, the blemishes, the wrinkles, and unsightly breakouts. You know as well as I do that if a woman has a poor complexion, if she has lines, enlarged pores, or blackheads, she can apply all the makeup she wants, and you can still spot that unbecoming complexion at your first glance. Then what's the solution? It's simple. If you want a perfect peaches and cream complexion, if you want to restore that delicate look to your skin, if you want a smooth, supple, flattering appearance, then the only thing you can do, and the best thing you can do, is to get at the root of the trouble and wipe away those complexion killers once and for all. Instead of covering your complexion with makeup and powder, you must first clean out your pores and then make your pores smaller and tighter. You must do for yourself what nature did for you when you were an infant. You must restore to yourself a newborn complexion, a complexion that even a Hollywood star would be proud of. You must make your skin soft and velvety. You must rid yourself of all those disfiguring marks and blemishes, all those unnecessary lines and wrinkles. In other words, you must find a way to lift out and draw out the impurities that are buried underneath your skin. And that's why I'd like to show you a wonderful beauty trick that you can do right in your own home. A trick so simple that in just 3 minutes, you'll see pimples, blackheads, dark circles, tiny lines and wrinkles start to vanish right before your eyes. Yes, if you will carefully follow what I'm about to show you, you can restore a dewy softness to dry skin, remove the shiny gleam from oily skin, make rough skin satin smooth, and scaly skin velvet soft. Ruddy skin is pure as snow. Flabby skin feel firm, and sagging skin feel tighter. Give a sallow skin that fresh outdoors look. The secret? The amazing discovery in this jar. You can do it all by yourself in the privacy of your own home. The name of this discovery is Facial Frost, a cosmetic scientist's formula. Perhaps you've read about it in the newspapers, magazines, and medical journals. And in a moment, I'm going to tell you how you can get a free jar of this magic Facial Frost without risking a single penny. But first, just to show you the wonderful results that this marvelous discovery can make in your appearance, I'm going to perform an unusual experiment. Here is a camera. Not an ordinary camera, but one that gives you a finished picture 60 seconds after you snap the shutter. So first I'm going to take this girl's picture. Ready, Vera? There, the picture's taken. In a moment I'll show it to you. But now watch Facial Frost in action. All you do is apply a few dabs to the cheeks, the forehead, around the nose, and under the chin. Spread it around evenly, a little more in the real problem areas, those sebaceous areas as the doctors refer to them. Like around the eyes where the crow's feet form, here she applies it a little heavier. The same for the expression lines leading to her mouth, the creases in her forehead, and around the nose and cheeks where unsightly skin eruptions and breakouts and enlarged pores stare out. Wherever there's likely to be more lines and blemishes, apply another dab of Facial Frost. And if you're over 50, apply it a little heavier all over. As the miracle formula penetrates the pores, your entire face is overcome with an unusual feeling. The muscles seem to loosen, they relax. You even get a little drowsy. You feel like dropping off into a daydream. At the end of a hard day, Facial Frost gives you the most soothing feeling imaginable. Like a warm bath relaxes your body, Facial Frost relaxes your face. And then comes the most enjoyable part of all. Suddenly you feel a strong stimulation. It's just as though 1,000 minty fingers were massaging your face. The pores open and seem to discharge all foreign material. Your face exhilarates, pulsates, tingles all over, and your skin feels alive. It's vibrant, fresh, like being sprayed with a splashing cool waterfall. Why, you feel as though you're actually growing younger. And now comes the final action. The enormous drawing power of this wonderful formula, the tightening of the pores and the toning of the skin, the firming up of all your facial muscles, all the contours, even around your throat and neck. And as you wipe away the cream, you look at the tissue and what you see amazes you. Clinging to that tissue are the very things that have been ruining your complexion. The small particles of dirt, the tiny blackheads, the infectious material long buried in your skin. Yes, where before there were breakouts and blemishes, you now see those same breakouts and blemishes beginning to fade from sight. Where before there were blotchy marks, you now thrill to a ravishing snow white effect. A complexion so soft and smooth, it makes silk feel rough. In just 2 minutes, you've given yourself a beauty treatment worth, well, who's to say how much it's worth to make yourself look 10 years younger? And give yourself a complexion so clear, so flawless, so perfect it rivals any complexion you've ever seen in the movies. It must, because this is the same cream the movie stars are now using, and they're only human, you know. Now remember how she looked before she applied this wonderful new discovery? There's the picture, just as the camera took it. Dark circles, enlarged pores, tiny flaws, all the common skin problems that vex every girl and woman over 14 years of age. But look what's happened to her appearance after just one application of Facial Frost. Look at the wonderful difference in her complexion. Even under the all-seeing eye of this powerful magnifying glass, the pores are now almost invisible. They've been tightened and shrunk. So naturally, her skin appears soft and smooth as a baby. Yes, living proof that at last science has found the answer to embarrassing complexion problems once and for all. Now, if you'd like to give yourself a youthful, perfect complexion, Or if you're a teenager and all you want is to rid yourself of those embarrassing skin blemishes and blackheads, then you're probably wondering where you can get Facial Frost and how much does it cost. Well, right now, Facial Frost is available at your leading beauty salons. The price is $3 for one treatment. Now, you might say that $3 is expensive, even for an exclusive formula like Facial Frost, but I know that you spend that much for a hair set alone. And when you stop and think what Facial Frost can do for your appearance, certainly $3 is a small enough price for a perfect snow white complexion. But here's the surprise. For today, I want you to forget that beauty parlor price. Because today, for the first time, I'm going to tell you how you can try Facial Frost in your own home, not for $3 a treatment, not for $2, not for even $1 a treatment, but absolutely free. Yes, because we now want to introduce Facial Frost not only to beauty parlors, but directly to you in your own home. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you 2 jars of Facial Frost. One, the regular $1.98 size that's yours to try and keep absolutely free. The second jar, the regular $3.98 size, enough for a 6-month supply of Facial Frost beauty treatments. And if you act today, you get both sizes of Facial Frost, not for the $5.98 you'd normally have to pay, but for almost half that price, just $3.98. In other words, you get 1 jar and another jar absolutely free. And remember this, you do not risk a single penny, because here's what I want you to do. When your 2 jars of Facial Frost arrive, don't even open the large economy size. Take the smaller size. Use it twice a week for 30 days. If the very first time you use Facial Frost you don't see blackheads, pimples, whiteheads, and skin eruptions start to disappear, if just 7 days after you use it you don't see dark circles and crow's feet start to fade from sight, if after 30 days you can't look into your mirror and honestly say to yourself that you have never in your whole life enjoyed such a lovely, delicate, perfect complexion, if your friends and loved ones, your neighbors and acquaintances don't shower you with compliments galore, then simply return the large, unused jar of Facial Frost for your full money back. But keep the $1.98 size free. You have tried Facial Frost at our expense. What could be a fairer way for us to introduce this wonderful discovery to you in your own home? But this free trial offer may be withdrawn any day. Now is the time to bring back your full natural beauty. Now is the time to restore your youthful, perfect complexion. So to get your $3.98 6-month size of Facial Frost, plus your free size of Facial Frost, a $6 value for only $3.98, call this number right away.